Yeah, well, I got lots of friends.
Why
I
not?
don't.
Yeah, we're just better than everybody.
What's going on, everybody? How was Christmas? Are you still on break? Are you back to work? What is going on? Talk to me. Welcome to another episode of Richard's Kids. This is episode 45. Why'd I say 45 right on 5? That will never happen again. That was lit.
Let's start the show.
What's poppin', everybody? How was your week?
We love that.
Let's start the show. Boy, little ass fucking text today. Hold on, folks.
Hold on.
Hold on, folks. But yeah, let me know. Did you get everything you wanted for Christmas? Were you a good boy? Did Santa Claus come to town, or did he bust on your mom's face? How was your holiday? What's up, my boy?
Nothing. I'm telling Panchita if he wants those tamales still. They were $3 a piece, so he wanted 4. It's
Okay.
$12. You still want them, right? Yeah.
Just letting you know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get them for you.
Yeah. When should I bring them to you? Type
Yeah.
shit. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking.
It's hard for us to be like, what's going on? Because we've been together for the past like 3 days. So I know what's going on. I know everything, folks. When he poops, when he comes, when he pees. Sometimes when he's coming, I can feel it like, you know, like a sixth sense. So I'll start trying to, and like I've never just been able to like time it right up. But one day I'll get it. And then I feel like he would also somehow feel it at the same time. You feel me?
Yeah, probably. I do love how we're always this. I'm sorry, this fool just said, "Are they on you for a Christmas present?" Bitch, I'll jump through this goddamn phone. Are they on me for a Christmas present?
They're finna be on you.
I don't like that because then it's like, okay, we're boys, but now you're expecting it for free. That's how it almost feels. Don't do that because I always buy like, you ain't got money, bet I got you. Lunch, drink, energy drink, bullshit, whatever.
Yeah, but if it gets to a point where it's like,
I had a ring he was gonna buy for 30, right? Because I bought it and it didn't fit me. And then I was like, all right, fuck it, you can buy it from me whenever you get the money, like $30. That's how much I spent on it. But then I was like, is that Harley one that I didn't like?
Yeah.
So then I was just like, fuck it, Merry Christmas, you can have it.
Yeah.
You know how it goes. Bro gonna be like, okay, how much do I owe you? Or are they free, like a Christmas gift? Bitch, really? You don't want to just
You
give
hear
me
that, Pancho?
You don't want to just give me the tamale money, Panchita? I'm actually gonna fucking clip this and send it to him every fucking day for the rest of the year.
Just for you specifically.
For a whole week. Bust his ass. But hey man, I watched fucking
Talk to me. What'd you watch?
Dude, every time
I've been on a movie run these
Have
past. I'm off. I have no job, no school. I have been running up the movies, boy.
Did you ever watch
though.
The Running Man?
No, because it's only on.
What a fucking.
It's only on. My shit's
good.
all. I'm gonna actually remember to bleep that word out because we can't be leaking
Yeah.
the gas.
Bleep
so
that.
Tony, bleep that.
Bleep the website out.
Timestamp 3 minutes in.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, well, fuck it. So,
What did you watch though?
well, I watched the Vikings
Oh, I thought you were
eliminate
talking about a movie.
another fucking team from playoff.
I love that attitude of if I can't have it, then you can't.
I hate that we're winning every fucking game. Once our fucking opportunity slipped away, they were just like, fuck it.
Did I
YOLO.
read this right? Did y'all throw for only 3 passing yards?
No. 55 yards.
So I saw something that said 3 passing yards was all it took to beat the Lions defense. Maybe
I
like
don't
a
know.
final, like the last drive was only 3 passing yards or something. I don't know.
I don't know, but he's the only fucking.
Oh, he did pass it to what's the name, Addison, and he ran down the sideline and fucking jumped into the end zone.
No,
and
that-
did not score a touchdown, but the rest were like tutty, and I was like, cool, it's lit.
They said he scored. I mean,
Yeah, that's all that fucking matters. If it's not a team you're pulling for, because obviously I'm a Cowboys fan, but that's my dog, so I want the Vikings to win also. I don't want to see my dog all pissed off because his team lost. So if it's the Vikings playing, I'm like, let's go Vikings.
You don't want the whole Christmas to get fucked up. 'Cause my team
But
lost.
that was not a touchdown. My boy jumped and then went out of bounds before he even reached the pylon. Like he went like, if this is the pylon, he went like this. right around it.
It don't matter. We would have got it regardless.
But when it's your team, it's like, cool. Dog, you know when you watch sports and you blatantly see your team do some shit and they don't call it, or they do, and you're just like, cool, next play.
That's true. Or it might be justified, and I'd be like, or like vice versa.
Yeah,
and I'd be like, how the fuck you gonna call that, but you ain't gonna call this, right? But if I'm watching your team, like you and the Chiefs, I'm just like, it looked good to me, guys, but I get why you're upset. Like
I get why you're tight. But
yeah. Like that's how I was when I was watching. I wasn't glazing up Patrick Mahomes too much, but I was just acknowledging he is a dog. He's a dog. We have to acknowledge he's the greatest in the league right now.
Well, hold on. He's the greatest
quarterback,
current player, but he's not the greatest right now.
He's the greatest right now.
When you say right now, you mean the current season.
No, I mean right now playing. I'm still going to put money on Patrick Mahomes, even with his busted-ass leg now. I'm still going to put money on bro.
You can't put money on someone who can't play football.
I'm going to this season.
What are you going to bet?
Look, at this season, right? If we were like 2 weeks ago, this season, Patrick Mahomes doesn't have the greatest stats and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do you know why his shit actually broke, bro? Like, for real.
Because he actually got touched for once?
No.
Oh, why?
Incorrect.
Why?
It's because not only did he get touched, not only was he running around like a maniac and his body just had wear and tear from so many deep postseason runs. Bro ain't been able to be in Cancun like the rest of y'all healing up. All right, my dog.
Bro is a Kansas City Chiefs fan for the record, folks.
Hey, that Texas dog. He's a Texas dog. What you should be cheering for him if he's.
I don't have to like everyone from Texas. There's serial killers from Texas. I don't fuck with them. There's rapists in Texas. That doesn't mean I'm like, well, he is from Texas though. So let's let
bro
go
just
off.
Compared.
You're right. You heard it here first, folks.
NFL
Fuck
quarterback to a Texas
serial killer.
Chainsaw rapist.
And
okay?
There you go. Mix them together. You feel me? Let me get some of that.
Yeah. So, but listen, this is why his shit really broke. Not only did all that happen, right? Mm-hmm. But he's also been carrying the weight of that whole team on his back for many years. Eventually, his legs just couldn't take it, and they snapped.
I look at Patrick Mahomes the same way I look at Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
No.
They are very talented athletes. They're really good at what they do, but I don't respect that. I'm going to get off with some shit. I don't respect that type of play. You don't have Patrick Mahomes is talented enough not to be like, he touched me, or like rely on those calls. I'm not saying that he's out there looking for them, but he knows like I'm going to get some calls that are going to be I don't know. I don't respect that type. He is very talented. He doesn't have to do that. He can succeed without relying on, oh, look, he blew on my shoulder. Like, you don't have to do that. Same thing with Shea. He is extremely talented. He doesn't have to do all that pushing off and forcing fouls. That's some lame-ass shit.
Bro, they're not the same. SGA is not the same as a Patrick Mahomes.
I didn't say they were the same.
Patrick Mahomes.
I look at their play styles the same.
Well, what you should do is look at their play style. His play style is more like LeBron James than it is SGA.
That too. That's fair too.
SGA is a frail little buddy who been exposed. His whole team been exposed. All right, they ain't the same. They flop around a lot. Yes, basketball's different though. The level of flop is crazy. Whereas Patrick Mahomes isn't like flopping helmet to helmet contact. Now, yes, Kansas City does.
I'm not talking about specific penalties. I'm talking about a player on a team that knows they can they can play to the refs. That's exactly what Shea does. He's a player on a team that can play to the refs. Patrick Mahomes is a player on a team that can play to the refs.
Not SGA though. SGA is not great enough to be compared to a Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is. I mean, he's the second best quarterback of all time, probably
MVP and current Finals championship. He's
not.
Pretty...
I mean, how many years has he done it? How many years is Patrick Mahomes? That's why I said LeBron James is more of a better.
That's a worse comparison if we're going.
No, because Michael Jackson would be Tom. Michael. Okay, so listen, Michael Jackson would be
Tom Brady.
Tom McDonald. Okay. No, but
oh my god.
No. Okay, Michael Jordan would be Tom Brady, right?
Yeah. Ooh, this is a good conversation. Fuck, we're arguing about. Let's do this.
LeBron James would be Patrick Mahomes.
Who would Kobe be?
Jesus. The ball headed Jesus. Okay.
If you're gonna give,
okay.
If you're gonna give, because I would say Tom Brady is still in the span of football. He's still a newer quarterback. So I would give Kobe Tom Brady. Jordan is 90s, 80s. So who was? I would say he would be like Joe Montana.
Fuck no.
How?
No, the greatest of all time is Tom Brady, undisputed. The greatest NBA player of all time, undisputed,
Is Kobe.
In our opinion, but
No.
on the grand scheme, like other people might not think Tom Brady's the greatest of all time.
Well, the GOAT is an opinion-based argument regardless.
Oh, okay. Well, Kobe's my favorite, but he's not the greatest of all time. He is my favorite of all time. He's my vote.
It's my vote. It's my voting him.
I'm voting him.
I'm voting him.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm voting him.
I'm voting him, yeah.
Yeah. Kobe's my favorite of all time, but the greatest of all time is
I gotta be
obviously
writing
the
this shit
man who
down.
inspired Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say. Patrick Mahomes is more like LeBron. They're both going to flop. They both have that status. They both have their accolades. They know what it is, so that's why it works to their advantage. SGA plays like Rhythm Rose, my daughter, okay? My daughter's tougher than that fool, okay? Nah, fuck that fool. But since we're talking about it, that was my second thing. I also watched the Timberwolves last night. For those of you who do not know, or maybe don't give a fuck about sport talk, so the whole beginning you're just like, what the fuck? But
Buckle up, Buttercup.
the Timberwolves GM is Mike Conley. Mike Conley is the one that put together the Nuggets. Left before they got their ring, right? But he constructed that team. So when he went to Timberwolves, he knew, I have to create a team that's going to be able to beat this team. Which, to be honest, they're pretty much unstoppable in the postseason. The team that they've been losing to in the postseason, well, when they were really hot, was the Wolves. Remember that one? When I think it was first round. They beat us when Ant was young.
Are you talking about the Nuggets or are you talking about OKC?
Nuggets. They beat us, then they got their chip. All right, first round, blah, 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 blah. We came back, we tightened things up. Our GM put things together. So I say all that to say, fuck all that.
What are you saying?
I'm saying a lot of nothing. I'm saying a lot of nothing right now, right? But
I'm trying to follow. I'm getting
the
short of breath.
ADHD is kicking in, okay?
I'm like,
listen, the GM was theirs, now he's ours. He made our team to be competitors against Nuggets, right? That was his thought. So every time Timberwolves play the Nuggets, it's a fucking nail biter.
yeah.
Every time. Last night did not disappoint. OT. About 2 or 3 minutes left on the clock.
Who's in y'all's division or not? What do they call it in basketball?
It's Nuggets, Utah Jazz. I don't remember the other one.
Okay.
Off the top of my head. Because it's like we shouldn't even be with them, low key.
It's like the Cowboys in the NFC
Yeah,
East.
it's like that. It's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
3 minutes left on that clock, bro. There's 14 points
This was last night?
difference. Yeah, we're getting smoked, right? What do? Clutch that shit the fuck up, right? Now listen, we're down by 3 points. 7 seconds left on the clock. Keep in mind, we climbed all the way back. Now, Ant's been very ticky-tacky with these fools, right? He's like fucking with him. Like he was walking by Joker before he shot a fucking free throw and like he grabbed his wristband. Like fucking with him. Like shut up, pussy.
Did he get thrown out of the game for some dumb shit too?
I'm getting to that.
Oops.
Boom. He gets the ball. 3, 2. As soon as he gets it, bro, this fool catches it in the corner, spins around, hits the 3. Splash. I mean, cinema, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I did see that.
I was like, oh my God. I texted Jordan. I said, bro, Anthony Edwards is too fucking good.
So for me, side note, for me, there's so much. I love basketball. Basketball is my favorite sport. I love the way they dribble up and down the court.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so many basketball games to keep up with. So like the next morning, I'll just watch the highlights from like each game or like the, you know what I'm saying, just shit like that. That way I can stay up to date.
I don't watch anything but my fucking team. Sometimes I'll tune into Cooper Flag because I want to see how he's doing.
The American flag.
Which he balled the fuck out, by the way.
Did you see when he fucking dunked on that fucking foreigner and just stared him down like I'm the big white boy now, not you, pussy?
He's gonna be so good, bro. That's what I'm telling people. He's gonna be better than Luka. Two-way. Maybe won't ever have a bag as deep as Luka's offense, but nobody probably will.
I don't. Yeah.
Maybe prime Kyrie probably could fuck with him, but regardless,
it's just nice to
Hooper's gonna be
have.
so nice.
It's just nice to have a white hooper that's from America. That's not Austin Reeves or you know what I'm saying. Like
no, America's doing their thing, bro. Like America's
because for the while it was like if you're white in the NBA and you're cold, you're European.
Right. That's how I feel about Ant and Cooper Flag. I can't wait for both of them to be on the
Ant's
All-Star.
your favorite white American hooper too?
No, they're American though.
Oh yeah. I do
So
love that. Olympics finna be lit.
oh my God, bro. We get to sit and watch both of our boys on TV. Like,
Yep.
might
love
pull
that.
up on you.
So
like
they
everything
hold
else.
Ant at the end of the
Yeah.
game.
Anyways, bro. So look, but Wolves have a thing. They're an immature team still. They are. So OT happens. 3 after 3 after 3. We're up by 9 points with over 2 minutes left in the game. These fools are celebrating like they fucking won already. So annoying. But Nuggets do like they do. They climb back. They make it really, really close. Then they take the lead. This fool Ant keeps fucking doing too much. So when he dunked on him to fucking to tie it up or whatever or something like that. He dunked on him, bro, and then Joker got the ball to pass it in, and fucking Ant reached over and tapped it out of his hand.
And that ref was like, "You're out of here, buddy."
Foster's a bitch ass ref though. Everybody hates that fool. He's called the Extender. That's literally his nickname online. But regardless, Ant shouldn't have done that. But also when it's that close and it's Christmas and it's a huge fucking game and the ratings are higher in the NBA than it was in the NFL yesterday, like the first time ever. So like it was a huge fucking deal. Like, bro, what are you doing? Just fuck it. Do something, but don't kick him out.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not saying they would have won, but bro, he was electric, bro. Ant was on the ass, bro, and he was bringing that energy. So what happened when they gave him the fucking tech? He said, he said, all three of y'all some fucking hoes. He said, you're a hoe, you're a hoe, you're a hoe. He said, suck dick. He was tripping on him. So they're like, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, all right, fuck you. Y'all some hoes. Y'all are some bitches for that.
He might get. He's for sure gonna get fined, but he might get.
Bro,
a little
then
suspension.
DiVincenzo fucking he jumps straight up in the air because Joker was about to pass. And Joker ran into him and they called the foul on DiVincenzo, which is crazy because Joker flops hella too. But respectfully, he has to flop because when he doesn't flop, they don't call shit. That's why his arms be scarred up. I'm not really mad about his flop. He just knows he has to do that. But bro, you're 300 fucking pounds. DiVincenzo's half your size.
You can have a flop in your bag, but if your bag is flopping, that's where it's like, okay, this is lame to watch.
Yeah.
Continue.
Anyway, so they got another fucking tech, bro, and everybody's like, I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? This game was so fun, and the refs just had to insert themselves. But I say all that to say, the Wolves and Nuggets are always a great fucking game to watch. Even though we lost, it was really fun up until the fucking like the very last few seconds.
Yeah.
Until it was like they had 9 free throws or some shit. I'm just like, bitch. And then Rudy fouled out. Like it was a good game though. I mean, it was a really good game, and yeah, it was nice.
I like a out of division or out of conference even rivalry. Like y'all shouldn't even be rivals, but y'all are just like, you know what? I don't actually fuck with you. Like like Mavs and the Clippers.
Yeah.
They were going at it in the playoffs for like I think 2 years in a row. They met up in the playoffs, and it was during the bubble was one of them. When Luka hit that fucking 3 from like half court to win the game, and then the next year they were chirping at the Mavs when they saw him in like the regular season, and I can't remember who specifically it was, but they were talking shit to Luka, and Luka was like, "All right," and that was when old boy ran over there and was just like, "What the fuck are y'all trying to do?" It was like that, but they have no business being rivals. But it's just like when we're on the court, fuck you.
Shit happens, bro. Shit usually happens in the postseason, man.
It's like it was like Utah and the Bulls. Like it was like they had no business being rivals, but it was like, nah, fuck you, actually.
Yeah, I mean, even though Nuggets and Wolves are on the same, but I mean, it wasn't never really an issue until it was an issue. We kept seeing them in the fucking playoffs. You got to remember, we came back to eliminate them. We were down like 2 games, and it came down to a game 7 in Denver, and we fucking beat them. And people were losing their mind. They're like, how the fuck? And that's when it was like, oh, we're going tit for tat. So every time we see them, it's smoke. I mean, but Joker is the greatest player in the league right now.
Yeah, for sure.
He's just fucking ridiculous.
It's not even fair and it's just how casual he is about it.
Brian watched fucking Die Hard for the first time yesterday.
Did he love it?
Yippee-ki-yay,
motherfucker.
he loved it. That fool, man, I don't know. He sat down there and watched the fucking movie with me, and I was just sitting there looking. I'm like, damn, I thought my son does not fuck with me.
Yeah,
but he was fucking with me heavy. He does fuck with me. He just,
you're the Punisher. You're the enforcer.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have beef with you, but when he turns 18, they're gonna have to fight to the death.
Yeah,
like all fathers and sons do.
Is that what they all do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, keep that in mind.
Yeah, so you have some work to do. Mm-hmm. Got some catching up to do, if you will.
It's all right.
Speaking of to the death, I was thinking the other day. Obviously, well, my question on the board is: would you ever hit a woman? Like, would you ever hit a woman?
Mm-hmm.
I for sure would. If my wife is getting jumped by some bitches, I'm going in there and I'm gonna throw hands and get them bitches the fuck off her. If a woman hits my child at a playground, I'm sticking that bitch in the face.
Right.
If it's shit like that, then yeah, but I'm not on some like, oh, I'm gonna get into a fight, a girl in a bar threw a drink in my face. But I did. What triggered this?
Give me all the scenarios.
Anything that would have to do with like a woman doing anything to my family.
So give me a couple scenarios. You gave me a couple. Give me a couple more.
That's really it.
Okay. If they fucking put their hands on your kids, or they aimed a weapon at your kids.
Oh, if they aimed a weapon at me, yeah, you're getting fucking hands and feet.
Okay.
If my life is at risk, like, yeah, that's different. Right. I'll beat the fuck out of a kid if my life is at risk.
I feel that.
But I saw what triggered this question is I saw someone post, just so you know, ladies, equal rights means equal lefts. And I don't agree with that statement, but that is fucking hilarious. What's your thoughts on the matter?
Well, I don't think I would hit a woman for very many things. It's a very small. I don't even think I would. The thing is, I'm so fucking big, bro, that I mean, I'll snatch a bitch up for sure.
That falls in the category. I'm not saying stick them in the face, but like put your hands on a female.
Oh, would I snatch you up? I'll snatch you up for lots of shit, yeah.
Freaky ass dude.
No, I mean, bitch, who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? Like, one time Steph was beating my ass way back in the day. We were all drunk. She was beating my ass, and I just said, okay. Fucking wrapped her up, and we sat down on the ground, and I threw my legs like this over hers and put her arms like this, and I held her, and she was losing her fucking mind, and I was like, nope, you want the whole fucking fit, we're gonna sit here until you calm down.
That doesn't actually that doesn't fall in the same categories. Like, I'm talking about, would you do some shit you wouldn't do to punch a bitch? Like, bitch, what the fuck?
Nah, I probably wouldn't punch a bitch. Even if you like hit my kids though, I would probably snatch you the fuck up, like by your hair or your fucking neck. I might choke you, but I probably wouldn't hit you. I would just handle you.
I would.
I don't know if I could hit you.
You could. Is a question of ability, brother. You have the ability to do so.
For me, I'm just too big, bro. But
you don't
also
have to go full force with it.
But also, Stephanie will stomp the shit out you if you're a woman. My mom will stomp the fuck out you. Hell, my grandma will stomp that ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably won't beat you. I'm trying to think if there is anything that would make me punch a bitch in the face.
Like, if you're out somewhere and Steph's getting jumped by like 4 bitches, you're just gonna sit there and watch?
I don't got to punch. Dude, I'm mad big. I'm huge. I'm like twice the size of these hoes. I'm gonna grab them and toss them, and they're gonna be like, who the fuck?
No, I'm going in there throwing hands.
Nah, I don't have to. Well, you're a small man. You're like SGA.
Yeah, but I can still pull a bitch. I'm making the conscious decision to punch you. I could just pull you off. It's like, no, you're beating up my woman.
You can't.
I 100%.
Them hoes will fuck you up, boy. You too small.
Don't disrespect me.
You're like that dude in that fucking picture I sent where his arms was getting.
You see what I'm saying? It's supposed to be my ace.
I was just saying that. Why keep the strap on up for these hoes get crazy with him? He already knows in his mind.
Actually, yeah, I'll just shoot him.
He already knows before he leaves the mental mansion.
And if he's there, I'll probably shoot him too, right in the leg.
After 4 or 5 bitches, he's like, you know what? I could probably throw one, but by the time I throw one, I grab the other one. This bitch is already back. You feel me? Because it takes a lot more effort for him to throw him. My big ass is finna grab a bitch by her hair, yank her stupid ass, and throw her. She's finna be like, who the fuck invited Shrek to the party?
Hey, watch this. You know you can make yourself look big and bad without putting down others. You could have just said I'm big. You didn't have to be like, you're a bitch. I would do that. Yeah. You can't. See what I'm saying?
Well, it's
simple things like that in life.
Next time. Yeah, next time.
Anyways, continue.
What can I say? I'm a great friend. Yeah, no, but yeah, I mean, I guess maybe if I walked in, okay, if I walked in and my kid or my wife was like getting fucked up, like visually disturbing, then I'd probably crack a bitch's head open.
It doesn't even have to be in the moment. I could get a call like, hey, the woman at the daycare, she got a little upset and she smacked your kid. I would drive to the daycare and I would punch that woman in her face.
No, I'm definitely calling Steph up there. But see, the thing is, Stephanie will throw them fucking hands, my boy. Yo, you hit my kid, bitch? I'm coming up to her brass knuckles and cracking your face.
That's fine. Yeah. Louisa would also throw hands.
Yeah.
I'm making the conscious decision. No, you think you can just put your hands on a kid? Okay, then I'm going to do something that shouldn't happen to you. I'm going to be a man and put my hands on you. Since you're an adult that put your hands on a child, I can't have my woman come beat you up. That's too equal. I got to do what you did to my kid. I got to have someone who has no business putting their hands on you put their hands on you.
Yeah. I'm not saying I wouldn't address it, bro. I just don't know if I could punch a woman. But see, my relationship with that stuff is different than yours.
Kinda.
It is. There's different levels, right?
For sure.
So maybe that's some of it too. And now I'm so vocal against it that maybe
but all that goes out the window if it's.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess hold me accountable, man. If you ever see some online,
you're gonna see some random bitch like just come try to.
Yeah, if you see
I'm gonna get him to punch me.
See a video on Twitter of me stomping a bitch out.
Remember this. But just know. You will at least get tossed around.
You know what? If a bitch was pointing a gun at me.
If there's a child pointing a gun at me, it's when your life is at stake. For me personally, you might feel different. All that shit goes out the window. And I'm not saying you should shoot a woman, you should shoot a kid, you should do anything like that. But like them dudes overseas, if it's 6 kids with guns trying to kill you, like you don't want to do this, but survival kicks in.
See, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking America. I'm biased towards the Americans.
So I'll kill some foreign kids.
Yeah, you put me across seas now.
I'll beat them bitches up. I'll hit them kids.
Man, you put me across seas, baby. Hey, the red, white, and the blue, you feel me? Oh, I didn't think about that. See, that's my boy. I didn't know. That's all me.
I was getting all serious, and you were like, "Oh, we're putting someone who's not American at risk."
Yeah, my bad.
I got his back on that one.
I was in the little box. You was thinking outside that hole. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta. It's nice to have the keys to your mental mansion, but you also want to walk around the yard every now and then.
I was stuck in the house. That's what I'm saying.
Get out.
Yeah, I was in the yard with it, the garden.
That's what gets you that sedentary lifestyle.
Garden of Eden.
The Garden of Beatin, bitches. The Garden of Beatin.
The Garden of Beatin is crazy. Hey, we're cooking today, boy. Fucking A.
Oh my God. But yeah, this all stemmed from a tweet I saw that someone said equal rights means equal F's, and that I don't agree with that statement, but the comedic sense of humor that I have has to acknowledge that is a funny joke. It's clever. It's witty. It's funny. Oh man, I got to thinking about this last night. So we spent Christmas morning, obviously at the house with the kids, opening presents, doing all that stuff. I love it. And then at the end, midday, we all went to the big fella's house, and all the fams got together as one big fam. It's like Voltron, you know. We're all a crucial piece to Voltron, but when we all get together, that's when it goes down for real. But Bonnet was just being the goodest girl. She was walking around, being friendly with everybody, wasn't being too rough with the kids, just, licking on them and just being a dog. And it got me thinking, there's not many things in life better than when you go to someone's house or you're just around people and they're like, oh, my dog doesn't really fuck with people. And then before that night's over, you're like petting that dog. That makes you feel so fucking powerful. I was at when we did that electrical work for that dude that I go to school with, Bill. They had a dog, and they were like, yeah, she's real standoffish. She was a rescue. The people we got her from just had her tied to a tree, and so she trusts us, but she's real standoffish around people. So at first she was like walking around growling, and I was like, I'm going to get this dog to come up to me. And so at one point I'm petting the dog, and then Bill's wife was like, oh my God, I can't believe that. She never does that. Inside I'm like, yeah. That's such a good feeling.
My boy is a dog man.
That's such a good feeling.
He's a dog. He has experience that some of y'all will never have experience. Now, he's not like fucking Mr. Canine trainer calling for all your questions, but he knows,
don't do that.
He knows more than the average bear. And if he really wanted to, if he had the drive, I guess, or the want to train his dog to be a fucking maniac, a machine, he could. My boy just doesn't really have the passion for that necessarily.
No, I thought I did. It's one of those things like, you try something new in life and you get really into it, and then like kind of through it, you're like, I don't like this as much as I thought I did.
Yeah, am I doing this because I like to do it or because I feel like I have to do it because of the people around? But I will say, this dude has done things that a lot of people haven't done. He's put on suits. If you wanted to agitate your dog, he could. Hell, if you needed a decoy, hey, if we went to a spot and the decoy fucking tore his ACL or like Patrick Mahomes,
I could step it.
Yeah, bro could be the backup QB real quick and say, "Lit, $100. I'll throw that. I'll be Phillip
Rivers. I ain't done this in a minute, but
yeah, $100. I got you. Like, bro can do those things, and that's because you love dogs, though, bro. But you're like that, though. You've always been kind of like that. You're like, oh, this is a big bad dog. Don't fuck with nobody. But he gonna fuck with me.
I'm not Cassidy. She's the dog whisperer. She can just pet any dog.
You're close though.
But I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
You're
but
close.
If I'm at someone's crib, like, oh, our dog doesn't really fuck with people, I'm like,
we'll see.
I'm like, watch this.
That's that white people shit though, for sure. Like, you got a mean dog.
Well, but see, before I would be like, no, but now knowing what I know about dogs, and 9 out of 10 dogs are not about that fucking action, and I've learned how to stop a dog from doing what you're like. Pretty much, I'm dancing around saying like I'm not scared of dogs, like for real. Like I know what dog to pet and what dog to be like, nah, he's good. But I know if I see a dog and like, oh, he doesn't really fuck with people, I can look at that dog and be like, that dog is not on that type of time. Yeah,
it's actually crazy once you work with dog people and all the decoys and this and that. You learn about dog like psychology and shit that you realize.
There's a small percentage of dogs that you should genuinely be like, I'm not even gonna come near that dog. Now, I'm not saying that all dogs aren't capable of that, but your average dog in a person's home is not mentally strong enough for that type of action.
Well, a lot of people think if your dog barks, that means they're gonna bust your ass.
No.
He's barking at you, he's growling. Trust me, he's mean. I think he'll protect me. Brother.
Yeah, brother in Christ, let me tell you something.
He will not help you. That dog's gonna run like a bitch. It's what it is.
Yeah.
But that's awesome, bro.
But your average bear doesn't know that, so they'll come in your house and see your dog bark. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, so Bonnet is my dog, for those of you who don't know, but she's a fucking goon. She's a great dog, though. Like, dog people that work dogs love her because she has, like, that Malinois drive, but she's big and has pressa. She's a pressa, so she is a pressa with the crazy drive. This bitch is a fucking psycho if she needs to be, but she's in her old age, and she's been around the family for so long, and I put a lot of love and time into her and this and that, and she knows she feels safe in her house to where she knows she doesn't have to be a fucking psycho when people come in. She's like, you're in the house, dad's here, you're probably good. Now, if I'm not there, you pull up, she's probably gonna bite your ass because she's like, who the fuck are you? Dad's not here. I know what's up.
Yeah, no one should be here.
But it felt super good yesterday when everybody was like,
oh, she's so well behaved. She's so sweet.
She won't hurt nobody. She won't do nothing.
It's not even my dog, and I was like,
yeah, well, that is your dog.
Well, you know what I mean.
No, your uncle, because you definitely drove to Louisiana with me to pick her up when she was a baby.
Yeah, I weighed 75 pounds and I had a ski mask on.
Facts.
I was off pictures. Pills, my boy. Not drug addict pills. I was recovering from a surgery. I had
gunshot wound.
6 months of sedentary lifestyle.
Yeah.
Plus oxys. Boy, I was like.
Nah.
I look like. But that picture that we took outside the apartment. Yeah. I'm in the white beater because I could finally move around without the walker. Yeah. Like let's flick up. Yeah. I had the ponytail. Yeah. I was wearing the beater and the jeans. Dog, I look back at that picture sometimes and I look like a head.
You were.
No, don't tell these people that. They don't need to know that.
That was good times though.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Also, I really wanted to. Well, let me flip these around because we were on sports for a minute, but we are going to cover that today.
Let's end with that one
because that's some lame ass shit. But I was watching. What the fuck movie was I watching? Gangs in New York.
Fire. Amazing.
Christmas Eve. I just watched while I was wrapping presents. I watched Gangs in New York. thought process. I'm gonna just throw something in the background that I've seen enough times where I don't actually have to watch it. I can just kind of like peep it every now and then while I'm doing my thing. There's a part in there, dog, where she's like, we can run away to California. And then she was like explaining to him what the gold rush is. And then I got to thinking, dog, I was like, could you imagine putting yourself in that time, right? America is as far west as like maybe Pennsylvania at the there's settlements and stuff, but like that's it. You don't really know what's out west. Yeah. They got some shit going on in California. You know what California is because you've read it in newspapers, you've heard like word of mouth, but you've never actually seen California. If someone tells us about anything now, we can see it. Everything can be seen. But back then it was like you didn't even know that. Can you imagine, dog, like someone walks up to you and is like, "Hey, there's a gold rush in California, this mysterious land that you don't even know, but you've heard of through stories and stuff." Yeah. And they're like, people are literally pulling gold out of the rivers with their bare hands. Yeah. Could you imagine how fucking like? And then that got me thinking, like, dude, the magic of exploration is gone. Oh. 100%. There's nothing left to discover. There's nothing. I mean, maybe the ocean and space, but.
Not even, bro. It's.
But can you imagine sitting around a campfire and being like, "Yo, there's this place that my uncle and his friends, they saw it and it looked like this," and of course they're gonna embellish it because it's a story. Everything had to seem so magical back then, dog.
Well, you remember what I said yesterday? When that Peaky Blinder thing popped up?
Oh yeah.
I said me and you were born the wrong timeline, brother.
Yeah.
We were because we like to experience things firsthand. Now, the internet and everything is insane, bro. I mean, just to think about everything we can do. We could throw on the VR right now and we can go deep sea diving. Our body won't feel it, but
but mentally we'll be able to do shit like that.
I mean, there's so many things like that, right? And I mean, yeah, probably back then was I mean insane, bro. But that's why I'm always looking for like ways to kind of like, ooh, you know, like, because I fucking I was making sure that wasn't what we were talking about before I switch lanes on you. I'm always looking for things that are gonna like get me going, right? Like the motorcycle thing, when I first learned to ride, bro, like, oh my God.
It's a new adventure for you.
Dude, it was so fucking
So there's magic
crazy.
In that sense.
Yeah, but it's crazy. I was like, oh my God, like this reminds me of drugs. It's so, I can't explain it to y'all. I've been sober for a long time, but that feeling, that anticipation, that's why I fell in love with it. And when I don't have my bike, I realize I am a lot sadder. I don't know why. I'm just like, fuck, you know? But like, I was thinking about running too. Like I was like Luisa and Los. I even asked Los, like, explain to me, how would you explain the whole marathon culture and everything to someone who's never done it?
Yeah.
Because like a motorcycle, when they asked, hey, could you explain what it's like to ride a motorcycle on one of the podcast shows? And bro was like, yeah, it's closer to horseback riding than it is flying. You could cut through the air and you feel all the temperature changing. And the way he explained it made you be like, oh my God, I need to experience that. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure, I'm assuming the running thing is the same way, right? When your lungs are fucking dying, we need air, and your legs are fucking throbbing, and you're sweating.
There has to be like some euphoric.
Yeah, and your brain is probably like on like, let's get it, right? Yeah. Endorphins rolling. And I'm like, I kind of want to experience that because like I know there's got to be a thing with that. It's like lifting heavy, like. Yeah. When you go to the gym and you get that new fucking and your boys there with you.
I think the marathon thing is just like lifting heavy. Mm-hmm. The accomplishment, like, yo, this is something that like your average person doesn't accomplish. You can say like, oh, I go for runs in the morning, or I'm in a run club, but to be like, no, I ran a marathon. That's an accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I think that might be. And then you do it once, and then it's got to be addicting.
I'm pretty sure cycling's the same way.
If I would definitely get into cycling before I got into running. Cycling, that's always looked amazing to me. I was always the kid at the arcades on the little motorcycle. Yeah. That you can actually lean on and shit like that. Yeah. That always looked fun to me. But
I'll do cycling with you. Steph said she'll do cycling too.
That would be lit.
I'm getting a red healer, so I told Steph, I was like, all these things I want to do.
Is that a bike?
Red healer?
Yeah. Is that some kind of bike?
Yeah. It has hair.
Anyways.
Yeah, bro. But I'm like, I told Steph, I'm like, all these fucking things sound great. And she's like, I'm down. And I'm like, even if it doesn't happen anytime soon, like, imagine starting all this shit when you're 40. Like, that'd be fire. Yeah. Imagine how much better your 40s will be than your 30s.
I realized I have a lot of activities. Podcasting. I play the game. I watch movies. I read very, very, very seldomly. Don't get me sitting here. Oh yeah, I'm reading the Odyssey right now. Only because the movie's coming out and I want to be a fucking dork and be like, that's not very I want to be that guy for once. I've never been, well, with Harry Potter, but even as inaccurate Harry Potter was, it was still fucking amazing movie.
Yeah, I didn't think it was inaccurate like that.
But I don't have any physical activities. I need to get a physical activity to do, and I think cycling would be fun. I do. It looks fun.
I'll do it.
Even just around the neighborhood, like just before Luisa goes to work or when I get home, before the like. There would have to be an adult in the house present because we do have kids, but just like go right around the neighborhood. Like that's got to be fun.
That's why I said 40s. I told Steph, I was like, bro, in the 40s, think about financially more stable.
I got these fucking
things figured out.
These fucking fiends outside my house. This couple, I've told you about them. They ride their bikes everywhere with the big ass speaker, and I'm always like, man, I fucking hate which I do. I dislike them very much. But then today I was sitting on the couch watching a movie. I watched Napoleon again, phenomenal movie.
But don't watch The Running Man.
These fools drive by on the bike, and I'm like, I fucking hate these guys. And the back of my head was like, well, at least they're outside, moving around.
I think cycling's cool.
What are you doing?
But I realized once we start doing the marathon shit and the cycling, and of course I'm always gonna go to the gym, but I know that once all that shit starts happening, I'm gonna lean up even more and just be like, I'll be muscular for sure, but I'm not gonna be big. I'm just gonna be, but you know what? I'm a large man regardless. So I mean, I just won't be bulky. I'll just be more lean.
Yeah, as long as you're healthy, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, as long as I could beat that ass, you know,
or eat that ass,
or eat that. As long as I could beat and eat that ass, shit, take me to the Garden of Beatin with it.
No, fat Garden of Beatin. That's what we're calling this episode. Has to be
Garden of Beatin.
Garden of Beatin.
What did we say? We said something earlier that was fucking flame, dude.
I don't know.
Fuck.
I'll find out
tomorrow. Anyways, yeah. So I'll get back to you on the marathon thing. But Luisa swears up and down. But that's my sister-in-law. Okay, keyword sister. So I did ask Los, who's the homie who I met in the gym. He used to be fucking lifting, getting big, and now he loves that marathon shit. So I'm asking him. I'm like, I saw him the other day when I picked up tamales. 3 years in a row, best tamales in the fucking state, in the world.
And no, they're not free.
Yeah, Poncho. But yeah, 3 years in a row. I can't wait till like fucking 4 years from now where I'm like big dog status and like, you know, we can be like on the podcast.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be all, you know, like fucking bad friends or whatever. And we're just, hey, by the way, da 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 da.
By the way, Richard's Kids is hosting a 5K in whatever city we're in.
Yeah.
Pull up, participate.
Tamales available for $3 a piece.
That's what Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura do. Yeah. Their Two Bears podcast. They do a Two Bear 5K in Los Angeles. Okay. It's open to the public, so like everyone comes out and they participate too, and they get celebrities to come out. That would be dope. That'd be
pimp. I would love that, bro. Pull up with the bike, fucking hop off the bike and be like, "What up, pussies?"
Or who knows? Maybe Richard's Kids would have a fucking tent at Sturgis or something. That'd be fire.
God, that'd be crazy.
What do you guys selling that has anything to do with bikes? Nothing.
Yes.
We're here to just talk to you, brother.
Well, no, it'd be fitting though.
Yeah. I mean,
half of us we ride bikes, and Steph would have the bikes and da da da. Only thing is, he rides carries the trailer with the truck. Somebody got to do it.
I carry the trailer and the truck
on his back to prove to us that he could indeed throw 5 bitches off his wife.
My wife. Yeah. I like that circle around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Look at his hat.
Timing.
Dude, we're both wearing our fucking new hats. Shout out Bad Choices.
Shout out that man.
I got this from Bad Choices for Christmas, and my mom got me some cologne because she works for Dolce & Gabbana.
Fire.
So she got me some cologne. But dude, when I took out the thing, it said my name on the bottom, and on the back side it says "With love, Mom."
Like engraved?
Engraved
on
the bottle.
That's fire. Never throw that bottle away.
I told Steph, I was like, we're gonna have to buy refills literally so I can never get rid of this bottle.
Yeah, that's fucking lit.
Yeah, it was very thoughtful. I was like, oh my God.
Engraved gifts.
So I got both of those. Roman got a bunch of shit, and he was like, hell yeah, bro. And he was like, but honestly,
I'm getting to that age where I get more of a thrill on Christmas. I mean, everyone does like receiving a gift. If they say they don't, they're lying.
Yeah.
But during Christmas time, I get it's more gratifying to see my kids open gifts than it is for me to receive a gift. Now, obviously, if I get a gift, I'm gonna be like, yo, this is lit.
Yeah.
But the joy I get, like watching someone else, I'm sure that's just part of growing up. But
yeah, not me. I don't get a thrill out of getting everybody get gifts, and I don't get gifts. But I also ain't like I need gifts either. Like
you don't like watching your kids open presents?
I like knowing that they appreciate their gifts, because this year I wasn't sure if they would, because it was 90% clothes and shoes.
Yeah, and they're older, and they're gonna be at that age where it's like.
But all they wanted was drip, so that's what they got.
Fire.
So I hooked them the fuck up with drip. I got both some bikes, and then I got Rhythm some jewelry, and I got Brian, I got like little R jewelry and bracelet and shit. That's fine. And then I got Brian 2K26 because he was begging for it.
That's fine.
Yeah, bless them.
Does he have a hard copy PlayStation, or is it just downloads?
It's both.
Both. That's fire.
But I just do it all download because
I wish I would have. I have the download only, but I wish I would have got the one with both, because there is something to owning a hard copy of something. A movie, an album, a video game. You know what I'm saying? Because if God forbid, something happens where it's like, oh, this network just shut down. It's like, yeah, but I have a hard copy of this thing. Yeah. Like if Apple Music just shuts down, well, I have music. You know what I'm saying? If the internet goes out for the day, I have a collection of DVDs and Blu-rays. Like I do enjoy having hard copies.
No, that's real. That's actually super real. But yeah. So yeah, I don't think about getting gifts, bro. To be honest, bro, I bought myself a jacket. It'll be here whenever the fuck it's here. But
I wasn't expecting to get anything. My wife had to work that night, so I did the presents by myself. Which
shout out you.
It's not even like Jake made a comment, which I'm grateful for the comment. He's like, "You're a badass dad for doing that," and I was like, I never thought of it as I'm doing this because it's just like
he doesn't have kids though.
Well, yeah, but like there are certain things you can do that it's like that was really cool because you went above and beyond. But I don't think wrapping presents for your kids and like making Christmas special. I think it's just something you do.
No, I think he just. I think he was just.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything like that. I definitely appreciate the comment.
Yeah.
But
I think you're just saying you're a good dad. Which you are a good dad.
So I got this bag from my wife's boss that they got a bunch of shit for the kids, like just little toy. They got a bunch of Hot Wheels for Jays. They pretty much turned like one bag of gifts that could have just been two big presents into like a bunch of presents, which for a kid is way cooler than, you know what I'm saying? The more, because the child's mindset is the more I have to open, the better. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. So I'm going through the bag and I pull out this fucking Star Wars button-up shirt, and I'm like,
fire.
I was like, oh, then I felt like I kind of spoiled the surprise. I don't think I was supposed to see it. Yeah. I think that was something Louisa was supposed to handle. Yeah. But it was in the bag with the kids' toys. So I just, Christmas Eve, I pulled it out and I was like, this is lit. Because he had...
that's amazing.
She FaceTimed me at work once and he was wearing that shirt. And I was like, let me see your shirt. And then they were like quizzing me. They called me on FaceTime, her and her work friends. I'm like, who's this? Who's this on the shirt? And I was like, we could do this all day. I know who all these people are.
All the main characters.
Yeah.
And shit, yeah.
Like Luis was just trying to prove to her coworkers that I do know Star Wars. She saw someone with some Star Wars shit. She'd be like, watch this. I'm gonna call my husband. He'll watch this. Like bragging on me type shit.
They better learn better.
So I saw the shirt and I was like, that's a fire ass shirt. And she told me that he was like, does he really like that shirt? And she was like, yeah, he loves Star Wars. And I was like, okay, cool. I know what to get him for Christmas. And I was
awesome.
like, that's cool.
They're really cool. They came to your wedding, and his wife was
full of energy.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. To
be that energetic at that age is a blessing.
Not facts. They seem like they're good people though. All of them do. As long as your homies know what's up with me.
No facts. Y'all know what it is.
That's all. That's all that mattered to me, baby. You know what I'm saying?
New apple from the Sphere in Vegas.
Oh wow.
Wizard of Oz apple.
Who got you that?
Your boy Swole.
Shout out Swole. I fuck with Swole. I asked him if he could make me a rose out of like scrap metal and shit.
That's fire.
He's like, yeah, probably.
He's finna graduate in February.
Good, because your boy is fixing to make a chopper with his biological, and it'd be nice to know that I can call the homie, pay the homie to fucking do it, as opposed to some stranger.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that's true.
The more people you know, I'm about to have a welder on call, electrician on call, and bro, I'm definitely pulling the fucking bro card on him all the time. Like, bro, I want to put these speakers in my ceiling. Can you come over? He's gonna be like,
I'm gonna charge him.
I'll be over in a few.
I'll tell him I'll do the work for free, but you have to buy the materials.
Yeah, and I'll help. I'll teach me how to do it. Fuck it, come on.
I teach you. I had to pay for this. I'm gonna put a blindfold on you when I show up.
Hey, yeah, you did.
I'm gonna be up there. Don't look at me, little puppet.
Well, when I learn how to do silversmith shit, because I want to make rings, right? Me and Roman want to do that. So
do you have to have a certificate or something like that to do that? Is that just like a thing you can do?
You can just do it if you know how to do it.
That's fire.
Yeah. But I don't know how to do any of it, neither does he. But we were thinking about it. So I'm gonna learn how to make rings, and he's gonna learn how to do necklaces. So
make me a Lord of the Rings ring.
100%. I will. Easy.
One ring to rule them all.
Yeah, I got you. It'll be gold. But regardless, I want to do that. But look, I could teach you that, and you could teach me.
We'll just be just a couple of cute little fellas.
Santa's elves.
Just teaching each other how to do tasks.
Shit, doing shit.
Just electric rings.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Have you talked to Nick?
Not today.
Has he got back?
From?
The North Pole? Stupid ass little fella.
He is a small guy.
Yeah. I showed him a clip of us.
He would be an elf. He would play an elf.
I showed him a clip of us talking about him. He was like, thanks for the shout out, guys.
Yeah, fuck you, dick fucker.
Yeah, that's cool, bro.
So I'm always...
I came in the group chat earlier. Don't mean to cut you off.
Ew.
I came in the group chat to troll my brother, and your little ass wanted to be like, but you're the fact checker. I'm just like, why is Tony in here? Why is Tony doing this? Tony doesn't do this. Usually you just let it ride and see what happens.
No, because you do like quote some shit that like you've said in the past you disagree with. So I was like, I do like this quote, but this isn't something that you would say.
I was trolling Jordan because
I didn't know that. But I knew Roman was trolling the fuck out of y'all, and I was flabbergasted y'all didn't catch on to that when he was talking about Jake Paul was going to win that fight.
I don't give him much thought because his brain's like that big. What were you going to say, though?
No, you sent a clip and everything. That's why I had to chime in and be like, hey, he is trolling. Y'all can see that, right?
Yeah.
He even told me last night. He's like, damn, I can't believe they fell for that.
He was reminiscing on it.
Yeah, it's he doesn't get much win. So when he gets a win, it's
no, bro needs more excitement in his life. Cause yeah, we're to talk to little Romy Mac. Anyways, what are you gonna say? My bad. Before I cut you off before that bullshit.
Yeah. So as you guys know, I'm a fucking dork when it comes to history. I love history. Also love conspiracies, and I'm usually trying to pitch conspiracies at my boy over here. And
let's hear it.
Sometimes they stick, sometimes they don't. Now
you
this.
Got one?
Sort of. It's a conspiracy that is filled with facts.
Let's hear
it. There's a place in the southeastern region of Turkey called Göbekli Tepe. Okay. Now, this is something I've known about for a while. I watch Ancient Aliens in the History Channel, and they talk about this place. But
you don't have to tell us that you knew about it.
I've never really done like a deep dive on it.
Okay.
So I was watching a documentary, and they were talking about Göbekli Tepe, and I was like, man, let me actually like look this shit up, like do my own actually look into this for real. And dude, it's fucking nuts, dude.
Tell me.
So in 1994, this German archaeologist Klaus Schmidt.
Ooh, shout out Klaus.
This place back in like 1962, they were thinking there might be some kind of formation there, but they just kind of pushed it to the side. So bro came back and he did some actual digging.
Yeah.
And he found the temple that is Göbekli Tepe.
Yeah.
It's these giant T-shaped formations that have relief carvings. And the thing about relief carvings are they're a little bit more difficult. So for those who don't know, a relief carving is when you don't carve into the object, you carve around to make the object pop out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this time frame, that type of shit should not been going on, basically. This Göbekli Tepe dates 11,000 years into the past, which is about 7,000 years before the pyramids. So we're talking about thousands of years before written language, thousands of years before agriculture, before people even like started to settle into a single place. They were still nomads. They were bouncing around. So it's like, how is this place that predates Stonehenge? It predates the written language, but they have these temples there with these carvings of animals that aren't even from the region. Like there's like carvings of jaguars and iguanas and flamingos and like shit that people in this area should not have ever seen. But yet they're on these all over this temple, carved in there, right? So how could, if you look at the mainstream archaeological timeline, this place, it doesn't fit in with how time has been structured. It doesn't, it predates all that, but they're doing things that they shouldn't have been able to do, much less during the pyramids, but 7,000 years before that. So there's theories that maybe there was an ancient civilization that was before the Great Flood.
For sure.
Like Atlantis or something like that. Those kind of places, it's like we have like kind of, there's history throughout that says that these things might have existed. Like they talk about Atlantis, Homer writes about Atlantis. But they also thought Troy was a mythical place, and they found the city of Troy. So who knows?
Yeah.
But I just found that very interesting that there's this civilization that also, they didn't find tools. They didn't find like agriculture. They didn't find, all they found was these temples. They don't know who made it. They don't know how they made it, but whoever made it either shouldn't have been able to make it, or we have to sit down and push back the timeline, because they should not have been there at that time doing what they were doing at all. Yeah. Which is, that's fucking nuts to me.
That is nuts.
Like, just to think like, what could, I mean, of course we all have some idea of history. We know this happened at this time, and this happened at this time, and this happened at this time, but there has to be so much shit that we don't actually know.
Well, for sure. I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
We know that.
Before written language, before any of that, there could have been a civilization with technology. Like they found batteries in fucking Baghdad that date back to the times of the pyramids, actual batteries. So it's like, how the fuck, there had to have been a smart, intelligent civilization.
Well, there
that
definitely
predates
was.
Us.
I mean, there definitely was, bro. We know that. I mean, just the pyramids alone will tell you that. You know what I'm saying? The old ancient fucking Mayan societies and shit will tell you that, bro.
Well, that's even the thing about pyramids in general is you have pyramids in Egypt, you have pyramids. You have pyramids in China, you have pyramids in South America, and now these are places on the earth that never had contact with one another, yet they were building the same structures.
Travelers, bro. Motherfuckers be traveling.
But if you look at mainstream archaeology,
look at Ragnar Lothbrok.
They were never. Well, even that, they found, for the longest time, they thought that Christopher Columbus discovered the Americas, meaning North America, South America. But then in like the 80s, they found a fucking Viking coin up in Canada somewhere.
Fire.
But the king on the coin, I can't remember what king it was, but the king that was on that coin predates Columbus by, I don't know the exact, let's just say 50 years. So it's like, how the fuck is there a Viking king from 50 years before Columbus even got here? So then they had to go and look back. But there's so many stubborn archaeologists and scientists like, no, this is what it says. This is how it was. That's an anomaly. And it's like, well, can we reopen the books and, start adjusting some shit?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but there's a lot of things we don't know, bro. And I guess what's so frustrating about that is how much we do know because of the internet. To bring it all back to that,
Mm-hmm.
We're so used to just having endless amount of information, but it's like, but there's still things we don't. How is there still things we don't know? That's what's crazy, right?
And the conspiracy theorist in me is like
aliens.
Well, maybe aliens. Aliens would explain how countries all across the world that have no contact with one another are doing and building the same things. All have the same basic religion. All have the same. Different. twist. It's like when you play that telephone game as a kid. By the time it gets to the end, it's a little different, but it's the same general message.
I didn't think about that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why all religions are basically the fucking same.
It's like that movie Heretic. That's what he's explaining. So I started watching Heretic and I was like, okay, this is a cool little movie. But then when he started breaking down, I did one of these. I was like, bro's speaking my language. So yeah, every really religion is the same blueprint.
The blueberry candle.
Yeah.
I was just like,
oh my god.
Well, I knew there wasn't a wife there.
Yeah.
You knew that. He was already hella
But you're trying to figure out the pie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there has to. So.
That's a great movie, high-key.
Aliens could explain that, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was a pre-flood because there was a flood. There's evidence all throughout the world. There's a layer. I can't remember what they call it, but there's a layer in Earth that basically it shows evidence that this was the water level for an extended period of time around the world or in major parts of the world. So then when they talk about the flood in the Bible, they talk about the flood in the Quran, they talk about the flood in Japan and China. Like they talk about a great flood all over the world. So it had to have happened. Now, was it the entire world? Probably not, but in major parts of the world, what they thought was the entire world at the time, the entire world did flood at some point. There's archaeological evidence that this happened.
Wow, I didn't think about that.
So what if there was a civilization prior to the flood that was extremely advanced in technology? I'm not saying cell phones. I'm not saying they could text messages. I'm just talking about they had technological advancements that are gone forever. Now, post-flood, post-ice age, when humanity started to rebuild itself, they might have forgotten that knowledge. It never got passed down to them because these people got wiped out.
Yeah,
so now they had to restart from the flood of the ice age. You feel what I'm saying? So what happened before that? There had to have been...
Everything you're saying didn't really sound like conspiracy at first. We started getting into all you were saying is what the fuck happened. There's not much conspiracy. But when you start talking about the aliens and the whole religion being the same and the pyramids being the same everywhere, and now I'm intrigued.
Well, it's like this. Like, I mean, driving around is fun, but getting gas isn't fun. But you got to get the gas in the tank to get me going. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
so the story of Göbekli Tepe, the mystery of it, that's why I said it's a conspiracy, but with a bunch of facts. That place is real. It did exist. It does predate the fucking written language. It's 7,000 years before the pyramids. That's an extreme amount of time. Has no business being here, but it's here. The conspiracy theorist in me is like, well, what if this is evidence of a civilization that pre-existed the flood, that was more advanced than the Egyptians because they had to start over?
Yeah.
What if that flood never happened? You know what I'm saying? Something was going on pre-ice age that we can't explain. There's evidence all over the fucking world.
Well, there's a lot of things that are different. I mean, think about like Neanderthals and shit. You know what I'm saying?
We've talked about this before. Like, if this is the span of human history, we'll call it the 21st century. Whatever. I don't know how fucking time works, but we've done so much in like this much time. So why did it take so long? And then all of a sudden it's here and then we just advance extremely quick. Like with
yeah. Matter of fact, this is how we'll do it. Hey Siri, how long has human beings been a species on this planet?
Modern human beings, that is, the species Homo sapiens, emerged relatively recently, only about 315,000 to 150,000 years ago.
Boy, you're telling me that you're telling me, let's just go on the low end.
Homo sapiens have been around for 150,000 years.
But we've only just created cars, electricity, and everything in the past couple hundred years.
Something happened.
So what the fuck have we been doing for the other fucking?
Somebody came down.
129,000.
Maybe not aliens, maybe not God, maybe not a simulation, but something intervened with human species.
No, yeah. You know what? You guys probably haven't seen that episode because it was so long ago. Now I'm fired up, my boy. Appreciate you. This is a simulation. The chances of all this not being real is extremely fucking high. I'm like 95% positive type high. Because think about how real VR is, and it's been around for a couple years. You're telling me we've been around for 100 to 300,000 years, and there's not a good chance that this is all simulated and not real? How often do we have coincidences in your life? I mean, things that you're just like, how the fuck? Deja vu. All these
I don't
things.
care what your what your medical explanation for deja vu is. When you experience deja vu, it's one of the strangest.
Fuck that religious shit.
That first like 3 seconds of deja vu is trippy as fuck.
They say it's a lack of oxygen to the brain real quick.
Make that make sense though.
But also it's like, fuck you. Because go tell yourself that shit.
So because I had a lack of oxygen in my brain, I remember wearing this hat and having this exact conversation at this exact time with this person. Come on.
It's so fucking, bro. It's so fucking crazy, bro. I actually feel like I'm insane when I start thinking about the simulation thing. Because it's such a fucking arrogant way to think like, oh nah, all this shit was invented. Bro, yeah, it just took us 200,000 years to fucking figure out what electricity was.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to
figure out what fire was.
But that could also tie into what if there was a civilization that already had all that shit? They died.
Keep restarting.
There is there is a theory that us, like this generation of people, is the seventh generation of humanity. Like, we've built up and failed, built up and failed, built up and failed, like
we'll fail again then.
7 times. And I mean, they talk about that in the Bible, in the Quran, the Torah, and shit like that.
We're on track to fail again, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned.
Because they were saying, like, yes, we do have stuff that you think that would never go away. Like, even if humanity dies hundreds and hundreds of years from now, there will be evidence that we were here, which is true, but it's not going to be as concrete of evidence as you think it would be. It's going to be just like rubble, and it's not a lot of that shit that you think stays in the ground forever does not stay in the ground. Certain plastics over thousands and thousands of years do eventually, maybe not biodegrade, but they do eventually dissipate into the soil. So you would have to do soil samples to be like, well, there's some kind of unknown substance in the soil, but we don't really know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what if we die off and thousands and thousands and thousands of years from now, when a new civilization finally starts to rebuild, because Earth is always going to repopulate. If you burn down a forest, it grows back better. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to do that. So what if in the future, they were like, well, there was a civilization here, and there are mysterious elements in the soil, but like all this shit won't be. At some point, it will disappear. What will stay is the stone. Even the metal will erode over time. So that's why we find all these stone. You know what I'm saying? There's people that think the pyramids might have been lined with fucking like silver or gold or something, but that much time, certain shit does disappear, and all you're left with is pretty much the bones of a civilization. So there could have been an advanced civilization.
That's a bar. The bones of a civilization is crazy. Yeah, bro, I don't fucking know, man. All I know is we're not going to be here very long. I know that much. I mean, if we're lucky, we got another 40 piece on us. 45 years, that's it.
Oh, no, we got longer than that. Probably a couple, like 200 years.
But I'm pretty sure our grandkids will have double the amount of time because of technology the way it is. Like, we won't be alive to see the 200-year
fall off of humanity. Restart.
Well, I'm saying like I'm pretty sure if 5 generations from now, man, we might have fucking. I mean, there might be like some shit you can do that gives you 500 years.
Or
did you ever watch that show I told you about?
Carbon Fiber. I watched
Carbon something.
I watched it a while ago. When I started watching, I was like, I've seen this.
Never mind.
But I did still continue to watch it. I can't just turn on a show and be like, oh, I've seen this. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna turn it on and be like, oh, I'm locked back in actually.
Because you don't remember like that.
Yeah. You remember certain parts.
Yeah.
Like you remember it as it's happening, as you're watching, and you're like, oh yeah.
Season 1 is way better than season 2.
Or what if civilization does fucking crumble, and we just get buried in history like the rest of these civilizations in some new form of sentient beings takes over. And then they're going to be sitting down having a conversation. One of them's going to be trying to prove that we were actually here, and the other one's going to be like, no, I think they were just cavemen. It's like, well, what if they weren't? You know what I'm saying? We don't know anything. We can go based off of like.
We'll be dead, so fuck it. I'm on that type of shit.
Well, yeah, once I'm dead, I don't give a shit what's happening.
I just want to make sure I do what I got to do for my kids, and fuck it. Hey, y'all, it's like generational wealth. We've made it for you. Keep in mind.
I saw somebody on TikTok was saying, why is there senior discounts everywhere? It's like, bitch, you had 70 years to get a bag, and now we got to give you a break. Yeah. I don't get a fucking break. And he starts spazzing off about his grandparents. He's like, I'm like the grandson of a grandson of a grandson of. So you're telling me my family goes back generations and not one of y'all got a fucking penny for me to save? Y'all didn't save nothing to hand down to me. I'm not saving shit for these kids. I'm spending all my money while I'm here.
Yeah, that's crazy. But also, poverty's a disease, my boy. So of course that's how his brain works.
It's supposed to be funny. It's not as serious.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Yeah, man. But I will say that we're gonna do what we gotta do for our kids. But hey, when we go, y'all wanna be broke, y'all wanna be struggling, y'all wanna be hurting, it's on you at that point. You have money, but at least we'll make sure you have a fighting chance.
You got a head start.
Yeah. And then our kids might be good. Shit. Matter of fact, our grandkids might be good with the money because they're influenced the right way, they're raised the right way. But hard times make strong men make easy times.
Easy time make a bunch of bitches.
No, facts. So
who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I know.
As long as you do what you got to do, you did your part.
Yeah, you're dead. Who cares? But you'll be in that great. Before you pass, you'll be old as fuck, just being like, I'm chilling. Like, I done what I was supposed to do for y'all. So hopefully the afterlife got something for me, or maybe it doesn't. I'm
gonna carve Richard kids into the fucking stone of every building. That way, when it all does die and it all just is bones, they're like, what is this language? What is Richard?
What is that R shape?
And they're gonna think that we were some kind of like prophets or some shit like that.
You know what would fucking suck though, is if hell was real, heaven and hell.
I'd be pissed.
I'd be like, but my heart though, right? He's gonna be like,
I don't
yeah.
give a fuck.
No, he's gonna be like, yeah. I'm like, all right, so then we're good. He's gonna be like, you didn't read the book? You're supposed to repent. I'm gonna be like,
you gonna get me on a loophole? You gonna get me on a loophole, guy? Come on, man.
For real, bro. You ain't gonna let me up in there because I didn't repent. But my heart pure. You gonna be like,
rules is rules, player.
Rules is rules, but go have fun burning in hell for eternity. Oh, I'd be pissed. That would fucking suck, bro. That would fucking suck. I hate that I was raised knowing about religion because that fear can kick in if you let it, bro. Like,
no, for sure. You can definitely be like just chilling, like, hey, what if grandma was right?
Like, oh my God. That's why my kids, like, we were having dinner at my mom's and Daniel likes to pray, but he didn't want to be rude. But I looked at him and was like, bro, if you want to pray, we'll all grab hands and do it. Mom was like, how about you pray, son? And I was like, you want me to pray, Mom? She was like, yeah, you should pray. And I was like, I'll fucking pray, but I ain't going to mean nothing.
I'll say the words.
Yeah, it's going to be hollow, but I'll do it. Whatever y'all want to do. Steph looked at me like, we're not going to subject our kids. So when we left, Steph was like, nah, we're not subjecting our kids to that shit no more. I'm never going to make them close their eyes and bow their head like that again because Steph's super against it.
That's fair. I mean, it's...
But I'm raising my kids to be open-minded. Don't disrespect anybody. If y'all want to do whatever we got to do in your house, we'll do it. We don't believe it, but we're not going to disrespect your beliefs. That's how I'm raising my children. So that's how they think about it. They also think of Jesus as Santa Claus at this point. They know it's not really real based on what their dad's telling them. But I'm not preaching, hey, it's not real. It's not real. I'm saying I don't believe in this. I used to believe in this. But I also don't disrespect anybody on their beliefs, whether it's political or religious. None of that things matter. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I need my children to think that way so we can have a better society. You are entitled to think what you want. I don't agree. I want them to make their own decision, their conscious decision when they're adults. And they can be like, you know what? I've read everything and I think I believe in this.
Yeah. I would also like to mention something speaking about childish people making conscious decisions. How about the San Antonio Spurs making the conscious decision to do the skull chant? How fucking lame is that? Now look, like... I'm not a Vikings fan at all, but I don't like the Spurs. And so y'all do some shit like that. That makes me dislike the Spurs even more. That's gay. That's gay. You guys are doing go Spurs, go.
Why are we copying? He's like, hey, I want to bring a new tradition to y'all, man. I think there's something we could start. So you guys gonna clap like this.
While I bang a drum.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. The only difference is Vikings do boom, boom, skull. Boom, boom, skull.
Well, they were still kind of doing that. They were going, go, Spurs, go.
Yeah, but it's like so fucking obnoxious, bro. I
Yeah,
can't
y'all are
believe
lame for that.
I can't believe the Spurs were like, we should do that, bro. You want to know why you guys want to do it? Because it's fucking lit. Can the Vikings have anything? We ain't got no chips. We ain't even got a fucking quarterback.
Can we have
my
a
boy.
chant? Goddamn.
Yeah, can we not? We can't have nothing, boy.
I saw somebody on Twitter who was like, hey, Spurs fan here. After seeing that chant, guys, we are 2 months into this a very long season. Don't start doing dumb shit and celebrating the wrong shit this early in the season. You're setting yourself up for failure. And I was like, hey, bro said it, not me. But also, I don't like the Spurs, so I don't have anything good to say about them. So I hope that is some kind of fucking curse, and they do lose their whole season. Fuck the Spurs.
No,
That's
I don't
how
mind.
I feel.
I don't mind the Spurs, but I'm not Texas, right?
Yeah,
but I don't mind the Spurs. I respect the organization for what it is. If they're playing the Mavericks, though, I'm cheering for the Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? Every time. But I think Wemby's a phenomenal player, and any team that has him is up.
Blessed.
Yeah, blessed. I mean, truthfully, at this rate, depending on what Cooper Flag looks like, the two best players in the league are going to be Ant and Wemby. Truthfully, Cooper Flag could be in that conversation as well. I think he will be in that conversation. But based off what we know so far,
a lot of ball to play.
yeah. But based off what we know so far,
The way he's trending in that direction.
he's looking good, bro.
He's looking fucking phenomenal.
But, yeah, man, they copied the shit, and it's fucking weird. And I mean, if you're a Spurs fan, bro, whatever. I guess if you like that shit, it shouldn't really bother me like that. It's a whole different sport and shit. But
If it was any other team, I wouldn't give a fuck. But it's just like, it's the Spurs. So I see the Spurs do some goofy shit. I'm like,
it's fucking
see,
insane,
you guys are fucking lame.
Yeah, and you know what? They're like, oh, we beat OKC, we swept them, and it's like, fire. The fucking Phoenix Suns swept Minnesota all year. Everybody thought they were going to beat us in the series too in the playoffs. What happened? Rolled them. Swept them in the playoffs where it mattered. Don't start fucking counting your chickens before the fucking...
Yeah, don't start counting your chips before they hatch on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Don't start counting the chips before they hit the dip. You feel me?
Speaking of chips, and I'm just kidding. I don't have nothing to say.
I'm
about
half
chips
Hispanic.
He's half Hispanic, so he
Yeah.
can say chips.
Yeah, and dip.
And I got the pass, so I can say chips and dip too.
It is crazy because I've been talking to Ruben so much now that I'm like 100% like, you trying to play me, pussy? I was almost a Gomez, you know?
I mean, yeah, that your father is a Hispanic man.
Well, he's really a Mexican, but I wouldn't have known that. I wouldn't have known that I was technically...
Without our newest sponsor, Ancestry.com. If you go to Ancestry.com/RichardsKids, you get 20% off here and now.
I wish. Soon, though. That will be the case soon. But real quick, if you're just going off of ancestry, bro, if you're just going off of DNA, if I would have never talked to him and known about anything, I'm going to that thinking I'm Spaniard and Mexican because that's what the DNA is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not thinking about a lot of people from Jalisco came from Spain originally.
Yeah.
That's why Canelo and them have blue eyes. So technically, I'm half Mexican, which...
Doesn't Mexican still fall under the Hispanic umbrella?
Facts. But that's a whole other argument that I had to fucking fight for my life every time I mention it. First of all, it was a big culture shock to me, as you all know. But it was also a culture shock to everybody around, too. Everybody else was just like, this fucking guy. And I made it uncool because I talked about it so much. But I had to talk about it because I was in my 30s finding out something that was crazy like that. I thought I was a white man's son. You know what I'm saying? And I was always the oddball in my whole family. Everybody's mixed. And I'm just this fucking, little redheaded fucking get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? For real. Then it's just like, oh, that's not the case. So, I go meet that fool too when I go to LA. I told him like Sunday or Monday I'll come link up with him for like we'll go like, I don't know, get a coffee and get something to eat or some shit and just shoot the shit a little bit.
That's fire.
And then that'll be like the icebreaker, and then I'll end up bringing him down here, and you can meet him too. We'll bring him to like Pollos Asados and like get the whole table and get like faux chickens.
Y'all should go get haircuts, go fishing, and then get ice cream.
He said he wanted to get matching tats, bro. He said he's gonna get MIE on him. He said, I'm gonna get MIE. I was like, lit, get it. But I was like, hey, but if you do want to get tats, I was like, first of all, yes, I'm getting tats. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I said, you know, it'd be fitting though. I have a joke where I always be like 99.9. I always say that if he says something crazy, it's like something that he has no idea that I like that, or I'm like, or I am like that. I'll be like 99.9, or vice versa. I'll say the same shit. Or if I send him a pack, I'll usually have it underneath 99.9. Like that'd be.
You remember that movie, The Kid, with Bruce Willis, when it's himself as a kid, but it takes him like halfway through the movie to realize like that's actually him as a kid. He thinks it's just some random kid that just showed up on his porch one day. But they have all those similarities. They're like, they do exactly the same shit.
But
you never seen that movie? It's a Disney movie. It's called The Kid. It's got Bruce Willis.
Maybe I just don't remember.
That little fat kid.
I was talking to Steph. I was like, dude, Bruce Willis wasn't like super attractive, was he? Like, do you think he was? And
I think
she
so.
was like, no. She said it wasn't. What bitches don't think he's super attractive based off of his looks. He looks okay. But if you put him next to like Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, these guys all look better.
I've heard bitches talk about him in the sense of like he's just a everyday man, which makes him hotter. Like he was doing shit with a dad bod in these movies.
Well, Steph explained why, because she said no. If you're just going off his visual, you're probably not going to be like, oh my god, it's his aura, it's the way he carries himself, and he's super smooth. He's always smooth. Think about all the characters he plays.
Not anymore.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was crazy as fuck. But yeah, neither's my grandpa, but he was smooth in his day too.
Nah,
you know
grandpa's still smooth. What are you talking about?
Nah, he said, yeah, fucking with his new chick. I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, she got one eye. I was like, oh. He's like,
okay.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, what y'all do over there? I was like, y'all just be watching TV, huh? And he's like, well, TV's in the room. And I was like, oh, no, for real. But Rhythm was there, so he couldn't say too much.
Yeah.
And he was like, and he looked at me, he said, bro had a little chip and dip on right here and on his shirt and shit like he be doing.
Yeah.
And he looked at me, he said, and well, I mean, you got to lay down to watch the TV. And he looked at me and I was just like.
That's my dog. Dude, me and grandpa were sitting there just watching TV in dead silence. Dead silence. And this fool. He looks at me and goes like.
That's a phone, by the way.
He goes, not too bad for 65, huh? And I was like, not at all, brother.
That's a crazy statement,
not at all, brother.
Not too bad for 65 is crazy. What's the oldest lady?
But we weren't even talking about anything. We were just sitting next to each other, and he just pulls up his phone. Hey, not too bad for 65, right?
What's the oldest lady you ever fucked? Your whole life?
How old is Luisa? 34?
She's the oldest
I don't
one?
think I've fucked anyone older than 34. Well, there was that lady on the cruise. I know she was in her 30s, but I don't know exactly how old she was. I lied.
Your wife doesn't count because you didn't meet her at 34. So like,
yeah, I was like 19 on a cruise. This might be the last story we tell. And I met this lady, and she was super into me. And then I went to my room, and I was like, yo, I could really just be anybody I want to be right now. Yeah. No one on this cruise has no one's phones work. That's the fun thing about a cruise is like your phone. Well, nowadays they got the Wi-Fi, but when I went on the cruise, it was like your phone's a camera and that's it.
Yeah.
So no phone calls, no social media. It's just you guys just on this boat. It's like a little community for a week. Yeah. So I told this bitch that I was like a millionaire, music producer, or something. Like I made up some crazy. I don't know if it was, but some crazy fucking story. I said I was like, you know, doing this and doing that. I gave her a fake name, dog, and like we hung out like the first 2 nights on the cruise, and then we fucked. And she was like 33 or something, in her 30s, and she was a teacher. And then like I told my family, I'm like, hey, we're probably gonna bump into her again. So this is the name that you guys have to call me if she pops up, and this, that, and my family played along with the story.
Shout out them.
And then got off the boat and didn't exchange phone numbers, none of that shit. It was just like, this person does not exist outside of this one week. She probably was not that young.
She was probably like, thank God.
Thank God I did not get his phone number.
Mine's a bit older.
65?
I'm not sure exactly how old she was, guys, but she was like 50. And I was like 18 or 19. Probably 18, actually. Because I moved back to Texas at 19. Yeah, I was 18 probably. Her son was older than me. And... Okay, where do I start? Anyways, fucking blew her fucking braids out, you feel me? Well, she wanted to fuck for a long time because I was always around the neighborhood with Duddy and all them. Mm-hmm. And her name was Red, and she wanted to fuck me, of course, because your boy got that aura. And I know she was a little ex-tweaker bitch, and I was just like, fuck it.
Nah, the fact that you voluntarily fucked a woman with the name Red is fucking nuts to me.
I mean, she wasn't bad looking, bro, to be honest with you. Like, a lot of the guys wanted to fuck with her, but, I mean, look, these guys I'm talking about weren't the fucking cream of the crop either. And I had high standards, but I was just like, I hadn't fucked in a while, and I was pretty young.
Come on, Red.
I fucking popped a... Well, I wasn't gonna fuck, but I was chilling with her, Duddy, and the dude named Ryder, and we're all up in the spot. And the fact I'm name dropping everybody's fucking insane, by the way, because I don't even fuck with them people no more. But anyways, I fucking popped a little blue pill, bro, a little Viagra, just because, or Cialis or Viagra. But I was just like, I just wanted to see what it did, because everybody's hyping it up. But then I started feeling like, and I looked over at her, and I started being like,
fuck it.
So I shot Dustin a text. I said, hey, I'll bounce so I can beat. And he was like, all right, let's go, bro. He told Ryder. Ryder was like, I don't want to go. What the fuck? We're chilling, smoking, and da-da-da-da. And Dustin was like, let's fucking go. And he's like, Red, we'll catch you later. And she looked at him. He looked at her, and she was like, oh. She kind of got it. And then Ryder was like, dude, we're fucking chilling. I ain't trying to leave. And Dustin looked. He said, he's trying to fuck, bro. Let's leave. Go. And he was like, oh, my bad.
My bad, dog.
And I remember I fucked her shit up. I ain't gonna cap. Your boy put in that work. And I remember when I fucking walked out of the fucking room, I was like leaving, and I walked out of the room, and I looked over, and her son came out. He was in his robe. He looked at me, and he was like, looked at me. I looked at him, and I was like, what's up, bro?
What's up?
He's like, where's my mom? And I was like, she's laying down. And
she's a little tired.
Something like that, bro. And I fucking I walked out the door, bro. Listen, I didn't talk to her again, bro, for a while, right? She shoots me a text, and she's like, hey, I want some dick, da-da-da-da-da. Now, I promise you, bro, like, probably in her prime, Reb was probably bad in her prime, bro, because her body, you know, like those older ladies that still have a nice body, nice tits and shit, right? Well, she had all that going on,
well,
bro.
this wasn't her.
No, she had all that going on, for real. But she was just old, right? And so I remember, it's so cringy, bro, but I was like on some heavy Drake shit, bro. Like, music was life, right? I remember being on the city bus. This is the last time I ever talked to her. And we're going to end with this. I'm on the city bus, bro. I'm chilling. She shoots me a text like, hey, I want some dick. I got some bottles, da-da-da-da. You want to come hang out, me and you? I texted her back. I quoted some Drake lyrics.
Let's hear them. Can we hear him in Drake's Toronto accent?
Pussy's only pussy, and I get it when I need it. And then I said, I'll text you when I need it. Never heard from her again, bro.
This has been episode 45 of 45 of your favorite fucking podcast in the world. Shout out Red.
Shout out Drake.
Shout out Drake. Don't get it fucked up, ladies. I will throw you across the club. All right, don't let what this fucking guy said get you acting brave out there. I will yank your bitch ass up and throw you across the club. Suck my dick, pussies. We love y'all. Goodbye.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's start the show.
True story though.
Like when I posted that fucking Sons of Anarchy story when I started Motorcycle Club, one of the guys in the comments was like, I wouldn't have told that story with a gun to my head.